Hello and welcome to Etihad United, the one stop for everything Manchester United. It is the Manchester Derby review. It was a shambles of a game. But before going to the derby and what happened in the derby, if you are a new viewer, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. This is Etihad United, the one stop for everything Manchester United. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming once again. And let's talk about what happened in the derby today. Today's game was just a glimpse of how we were last season. And I just sat down and I thought about everything. It was just the same players, the same mentality, poor mentality. They didn't fight today. So overall, we had poor performances from everybody in the team. Everybody was shite, from the goalkeeper to the striker. Everybody was bad. The defense was poor. Malaysia got overwhelmed today. I wouldn't blame him. Dallo also got overrun today. Martinez and Varane got injured and he left, which would be a big issue for us. I hope Varane injury isn't a serious one, but Martinez was okay. Honestly, he did a lot, but as together as a unit, they were poor. The midfield was non-existent. Honestly, Christian Eriksen, McTominay, Bruno were all shite. They absolutely rubbish. They played nonsense today. Rashford, Sancho were utter rubbish. Anthony got the goal fine, but he was also bad. I couldn't find him in the first half. I don't know where he was in the first half, but in the second half he got the goal fine. But there were opportunities in the second half that which would have passed the ball or did things in the right way, but he didn't do it. So in all, everybody was bad. If I were to rate everybody out of 10, I don't think anybody would get higher than a 4. And probably that 4 will go to probably De Gea and to Martinez. The rest will be 2s. And even Erik Ten Hag, I wouldn't blame him for this much, but the mentality of these players were bad, and I guess he couldn't get into their head after this first half for them to improve in the second half. Fine, we scored 3 goals in the second half, but who cares? They didn't count. We also considered in the second half also, and we didn't play better than in the first half. But we could also look at it as Pep has been in Man City for 6 years. He has gotten a lot of backing over the years, even up to this time. He has been backed. Ten Hag just got here this year, and he's still improving his team. I will agree to that, but of course the quality between us and Man City is far apart. Definitely, we are nowhere near them, and today is a clear revelation. We are nowhere near them. Ten Hag is the man to lead this team to success, but would he be backed under the Glazers? Are we going to achieve any form of success under the Glazers, whereby he will need a player and you not get him the player? Now in January there are talks of we not signing anybody in January. Meanwhile we're still as shite as we are now, meaning we need reinforcements in January urgently. But with the Glazers give Ten Hag the money to sign players, that is very unlikely. So fine, I understand it that in that way that we are far behind from Manchester City. I will agree. Haaland is just a beast. Haaland is just a different class of player. Foden was awesome today. How can 2 players score a hat-trick against us in a game? That's something to think about. But we are absolutely very bad, and it just goes to show reality bites, man. We are not as good as we thought we were. We are of course we are still improving, but we have a lot of things to actually improve on. And don't forget to follow our socials at Facebook Etihad MUFC, on Instagram Etihad United TV, on Twitter at Etihad United MUFC, on TikTok at Etihad United. And after the game, Ten Hag was asked why he didn't bring up Ronaldo, and he said he didn't want to bring in Ronaldo at 4-0 for the player of his career to come in and play at 4-0 down. Fine and good, I can understand that, but at this point Casemiro and Ronaldo needs to start games, definitely, because these players are just too shite. Rashford has been poor. Sancho also just too, not that they have been poor regularly or something like that, it's just that they have been too inconsistent. We need to get some form of consistency in this squad. And Ronaldo, Casemiro, we need to give them a chance now, because McTominay, Rashford, Sancho have all got their chances. It's time for Sancho and Rashford to battle for the left wing, Anthony to get more confident on the right wing, and Ronaldo and Martial to battle for the number 9 position. But Ronaldo needs to start starting games and getting up to speed, because this team is just getting so bad. Because at the end of the day, if the Hag doesn't do what he needs to do, he needs to adjust, and if he doesn't adjust, he's the one that's going to lose his job, not the players. So he needs to get his game plan correct, his tactics, his team selection, get them in order, and start getting consistent with our result. We are going to be playing Tottenham and Chelsea in this month, and if we lose both of those games, it's still going to be the same thing, because after beating Everton and beating whoever comes after Everton, then losing to Spurs and losing to Chelsea, it's just going to be the same thing we're facing now. It's a long journey, of course. We have a lot of hurdles to climb, and yeah, we're going to have similar experiences like this. Of course, we're not going to have us conceding 6 goals like we did today, but we're going to have games whereby we lose, play badly, and we lost the games. We're going to have more of those, definitely, but it's left for Ten Hag to keep on improving and improving his squad, and hopefully the Glazers also either they sell this club and we move forward without them, dismantle everything and build up right from the ground up, and just start getting quality players in and quality structure in the club so that we can achieve success. Because to replicate what Ten Hag is Pep Guardiola has now, we need to invest, really invest in the squad and in everything in the club as a whole. Stay tuned for more. The derby is here, it is gone, and we have lost. It's time for us to move on and start preparations for the game on Thursday. But of course, Ten Hag will have a talk with his team to know where all the problems came from, because he watched everything in the stream and he knows all his analysis. So it's left for him and his team to talk about everything. But let's see how that goes, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Remember, this is Etihad United, the one stop for everything Manchester United. See you on the next one.